Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy Leo the Real. Just coming back to you. I wanted to talk to you and discuss Straight Outta Compton and WA, the movie that came out last month. By far, and I mean this with the most serious I can be, that was the greatest movie I've seen since I've been alive, and I don't exaggerate. To me, this was a movie that it helped you grow, it helped you visualize things different. Cause before I saw the movie, I didn't know nothing about NWA. I didn't know nothing about Compton and the movie Straight Outta Compton. The only thing I kind of knew, and it was by playing the game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, was Eazy-E a little bit. Like, I would know Eazy-E, I would kind of know his music. But after I seen the movie, oh my God, it like gave me all the resources and everything I needed to know. Even though I didn't live in that in that era of the 80s and 90s. But yeah, it was a great movie. It was 100%, 10 out of 10 stars. I mean, that movie was just real good, like good as shit. I mean, O'Shea Jackson, the one that the one that played Ice Cube, and that was his son, Ice Cube's son. And I didn't know that, before the movie came out, I didn't know who he was. But if once you saw the movie and you seen it, man, do you feel like that was actually Ice Cube? And it was true when Ice Cube said that nobody else could have played his part better than his son, and he was absolutely true. But it wasn't so easy for O'Shea Jackson, to do that part, because it took him a lot of hard work. It took him years to get that role, and that was his actually first movie role. So I mean, if you saw the movie, you saw that he was a natural actor, but he worked his ass off to get where he got, and give it up to Corey Jackson, the one that played Dr. Dre. He did a fantastic job too. I believed, as an actor, you gotta make sure that you instill that belief that you're that character, and Corey, he did a great job too. And of course, Jason Mitchell, played Eazy-E. Oh my God, he probably had the toughest, act to do, because obviously Eazy-E is no longer with us. So it was hard for him, he didn't have that guidance like O'Shea and Corey had with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre and stuff. And what a act that that he did portraying Eazy-E. I saw the movie twice, man, and I've been thinking about seeing it again. That's just how good it was. It was just a 10 out of 10. You need to go see it. I don't know how you've waited this long and you haven't seen it, but yeah, go see that movie, because it will change your aspect of what you know about the 80s and the 90s, because us teenagers now, we didn't grow up in that time. So with all the gun violence and the gang violence and the the racism and the police violence and all that shit, it was tough, because if people ask us now, hey, what do you know about Compton, stuff like that, we didn't know. I didn't know personally, but now that I saw Straight Outta Compton, it was like, yeah, I have a better understanding of what what they went through and stuff like that. The movie, it faced a lot of betrayal too, and most of the movie, because you become famous, you get famous, and then you start thinking you're the shit, and you wanna and you just want all the glory of money and fame and stuff. And that's what what happened to him, and that's why O'Shea, Ice Cube, he didn't like that. So of course he had to go solo, and then they just went. He went solo for become. He actually became great, you know, by himself, which it was a risk, and he did it, you know. And then, you know, as whenever they wanted to reunite, you know, it was destined for Eazy-E to go, you know. But yeah, it was a very emotional movie too. It was funny too. It was funny, emotional, a lot of drama, but a lot of playing around, and you know, it was a group, of course, you know, and then they grew up together, and you know, from Compton, and just, you know, made it to the top, and then close to the top, they just kind of fucked each other over, and you know, went separate ways, and it was the most you know, the most sad part, of course, if y'all watched it, was the Eazy-E part when he was in the hospital. It still gives me goosebumps to this day, because like I said, when Jason Mitchell when he was acting as Eazy-E, you have to feel that character, you know, you have to live through it. And he did that, because once you see the hospital scene, it just makes you tear up, and it was crazy, because he did it on point, like really, it was the shit, you know. A lot of people got emotional, a lot of people cried during that scene, and it was very tough seeing that, because it actually happened in real life, you know. But the movie was beyond what it was supposed to. It blew up expectations. It just, you know, took over the world. And I know a lot of people still haven't seen it, which is kind of surprising me. You need to go see that movie ASAP. You know, like I said, I'm thinking about going watching it again. Yeah, but pretty much, man, that movie, it made me think of life another way once I saw it. I listen to NWA a lot now. You know, I listen to Eazy-E, Ice Cube. Not so much Dr. Dre, but you know, I'm thinking about getting his beats, but I still haven't got them. But yeah, that movie, it touches you. It really touches you, man, and it's really inspiring. And when I say that it's the greatest movie I've seen in my life, I'm not playing. I'm not playing around. I really mean it. And yeah, it's, go see it. Go see that movie. So yeah, pretty much that was my, you know, my thoughts on it. By far a 10 out of 10 movie. Yeah, well, that's pretty much all I had to say about, you know, Straight Outta Compton and NWA. Go see it ASAP. Talk to y'all later.